So Remy, how you feeling now? We just ate, and the day before the race.
Feeling good as hell, man. Man, the threat level has been brought down. I'm comfortable in the water. Not even kind of concerned what the weather may or may not do. We just gonna have a time, man.
Yeah. How was that swim? We did a practice swim.
Ooh, the water was fantastic. I'm loving it now. I'm looking forward to it. Let me swim tomorrow.
Oh, that's huge.
Let me swim
That's
tomorrow,
a huge change. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
We're gonna make it happen.
I'm gonna get loose, just glide, breathe, relax.
Yeah.
That's it. We out here, man.
You are ready. Remy's ready.
We're gonna do something.
All right.
What it do?
Webs I'm weaving, I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Gotta taste myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. 'Cause anything we're doing is a tough 'Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
All right, it's game day. Wow, it's just after 4. It's 4:19. A little behind schedule from where I want it to be, but we're packed up. Got my gear bag, bike's already checked. My feed bag, all the nutrition I'm gonna need. Looks like there might be a little drizzle, so I got some bags to keep my shoes dry until transition. We'll see what happens. I heard some lightning waking up this morning. I don't know, but I feel good. I feel ready. Let's go do something, man. Let's go. So here we are on the other side of it. Clearly didn't go how I expected, and totally feels like the losing team of the championship game. You made it to the promised land, and you didn't have the result you wanted. A lot of people didn't have the result they wanted, but you still got to clean out your locker room and keep moving and get back onto the next thing. So, on to the next thing. Got a couple of things on the calendar. I know exactly what I need to work on. I faced a lot of fears, and I am extremely proud of myself for that. Like, I hate to say proud, but like I know I took on a lot, and I didn't back down. So I'm gonna hang on to that. Let's get back and sharpen the knife for the next one. All right. I guess there's no escaping it. It's probably time that we talk about it. 70.3 Eagleman. Didn't exactly have the day I wanted, but you know what? I had a hell of a day anyway. And I can give you excuses. I can list out a bunch of reasons. The fact of the matter is, it was a tough swim for a novice swimmer. It was an ambitious goal, and who would I be if I didn't take a shot at something big, right? There is no growth without stepping out of your comfort zone. And that was way out of my comfort zone. If you've been following, this time last year, I was sweating bullets about the swim of a sprint try. And that's what? I don't know, a quarter of a mile, maybe half a mile. So this was a considerable jump. We did put in an awful lot of work, and I felt good. The good news is I did complete the swim. The bad news is my form and technique still need an awful lot of work in order to improve the efficiency and to speed up and get there in the allotted time. But the positive takeaways: one, I had never been hit like that ever before. And you know, people talk about getting hit in the swim and taking contact, and I thought I took some contact last summer. Wow, this was like nothing else. I mean, other than actually getting my head pushed down and swam over, I got punched, I got kicked, I got bruised, my shoulder popped out of place because I got hit mid-stroke. So there was that. I usually wear earplugs, and I had specifically gotten these wax plugs to go in for this day, thinking that, hey, that'll be a little more secure, a little bit more durable. But not when you're getting whacked, and the waves were real choppy too. So those came off like 15 minutes into the swim, which then gave me the confidence to continue swimming without them, and I haven't used earplugs since. I've been obviously back in the pool a couple of times since, because we've got more to do. This is not the end of the story. That misconception I had in my head that I could only really get a good open water swim done with the help of salt water is long gone, because I'll tell you this, the Choptank River, they call it brackish, and it is, but there was little to no salt in there at all as far as like helping out with buoyancy. So we just had to make it happen with my own ability, basically. The wetsuit obviously helps, but I wasn't leaning on that crutch. So I'm gonna take those positive takeaways. It is now pouring rain. It is not a nice day at all. Not a nice day at all. And again, on a different day, different conditions, less choppy water, who knows if I don't pop out my shoulder. But I don't want to play the if, what, who, shoulda, coulda game. It is what it is. I'm glad I went. Once I was able to pick myself up and, you know, gather myself and come back, there was still plenty of day left, and we did have lots of friends and teammates out there on the course. So I went to the marshals, got myself a volunteer shirt, and, you know, made myself useful for the rest of the day, and got to cheer on some amazing athletes and see them have some fantastic finishes on a really tough day. And then, wouldn't you know it, after a lot of folks that were finishing up, then it just got stupid hot, like real hot. So there was really no winning. And that's just that, right? Like, you never actually know what you're gonna get. The whole time leading into this race, I was prepared for a hot and hazy day. No one could have predicted that a Maryland day would have been cold, stormy, windy like it was. But those are the breaks. By the time you see this, it's likely that I will either be getting ready for or just finishing up the Cohasset Triathlon, because I gotta get back out there. Like I said, lots of things to work on. Clearly know what the weakness is, so we're gonna keep training that weakness out here in Walden Pond, getting ready for that Cohasset Tri, and really sharpening up. We're gonna work on some sighting. We're gonna try to keep refining that stroke. Got a friend meeting me out here in a little bit, so I can start putting some of those things together. I know I have the endurance. I know I can do it. We just need to do it better. So let's keep working, right? Spent the morning with Emily, straightened out my stroke, less zigzagging. Thank you so damn much.
It looks night and day. You look so
right.
good.
So rest of the season, it only gets better from here. Let's go. Thank you. Your boy needs a couple of layups. I need some wins. I'm gonna take the experience I've gained and apply that to some other smaller local races. Again, I went from a small sprint and jumped right up to a half iron. Let me get a couple of Olympics under my belt. Let me get a couple of smaller races, get a better feel for coming through transitions and putting all the pieces together, and we'll be back. We will 100% be back. There is another 70.3 attempt in the future. Unfortunately, I can't afford it this year. That's both in monetary and in time. I gotta give back to my family because this was a huge training block. Wouldn't have been possible without them. But, you know, we're gonna enjoy the rest of the summer, feel good, adapt to some of this training, let it wash over me, and come this winter, we'll make a final decision and start gearing up for another attempt. Thanks so much for following along. This is not the end of the journey. It's just the beginning of season 2. Till next time, y'all, it's been real.